It is very apparent after reading your comment that you are not fluent in Hebrew or Greek. And that's okay, because I'm not either. And it's okay to admit those things. But I do know somebody who is. Welcome, Mr. Wes Huff.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people say that gay marriage and gay relations are just mistranslations of the verses, like Romans, the ones in the Old Testament. Do you think they're mistranslations and the Bible is saying that they don't ever just talk about gay marriage or gay relations in general?
The is usually that the word homosexuality it gets incorporated into the Bible in like the modern era. So the words in Hebrew in the Old Testament Leviticus, Paul, particularly in 1 Corinthians 7, plays off of what the Greek translation of the Old Testament has and uses this word arsinokoites, which literally means to lie down a man with a man. And so I think it's not a mistranslation because the concept is there. Like what it's talking about is not obscure. It might be controversial, but it's not obscure in the Hebrew and Greek. The accusation is usually that it's not talking about like same-sex sex. It's talking about something like men sleeping with boys or temple prostitution. Yeah. I don't think you can really rationalize that. There's a guy named Robert Gagnon. That's your last name.
Yeah.
Robert Gagnon. Except do you say Gagnon?
Yeah, these people don't understand.
Wait, hold on. Is this guy about to justify homosexuality?
No. So Robert Gagnon is a scholar. He did his dissertation. He taught at Princeton for a while on this, like the linguistic and cultural context of homosexuality in the Bible. So his is kind of like the volume. So he goes through all this stuff.
Why are you laughing at that?
And talks about.
Because Mark comes from a long line of people.
You got it right.
Long line of croissants. We just call them croissants.
Yeah, you just call them croissants.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so he's a croissant historian, and then what did he find out?
Well, these concepts are like if you went back to Moses and you had two dudes and said, we want to get married, Moses is
like, for what?
What?
He would say, for what?
Yeah, well, that wouldn't be, he'd be like, that's not what marriage is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like, it's just because the word homosexuality exists now in English, doesn't mean that the concept isn't there
back in the day.
Within the Bible, yeah.
So within the Bible, it was frowned upon even, like, whatever translation, whatever, contextually, okay.
Yeah.